Welcome to India's definitive design week, India Design ID, and we are surrounded by some beautiful pieces. But we are also seeing lots of business going on, and I have with me two women who have built two beautiful made in India brands. There's Deepika Jindal, whose brand Art Denox has proved that steel can be far more than a kitchen utensil. And I have with me Suparna Handa from Sarita Handa. She's a design director. And her brand has been known for 25 years for doing some incredible work in textiles, and recently they launched in the India market. Both of you are known for quality. How difficult has it been to get your vision of quality out there in India?
Initially it was a great struggle for me, because I think we tend to provide quality, but it's the last bit that we always falter. And I think that's the most important for any industry or any customer. And I think we still struggle with it a lot of times, but we are improving day by day, because the more awareness and the more instilling directions you give to your shop floor, they are able to overcome those issues and become better. So
I think it has been challenging, but I think like Mr. Jindal said, it's about your vision, and it's then being true to your vision, and it's being able to transmit that vision down on a daily basis. And I think that's one aspect of it. Also, I think when we started the business, finances were a struggle. I mean, we come from an army family, so just having to deal with that was a huge aspect in itself, which today I think has changed a little bit, but it has been challenging.
And it is a designer product you are building, which means you have to do a lot of investment into the brand. There aren't that many designer made in India brands.
Right.
So who did you look up to? How did you start?
I think Mrs. Handa always worked with Shyam Ahuja, so he was a huge inspiration. For me personally, Ralph Lauren Home Collection, Ralph Lauren was a huge inspiration just in terms of what he's been able to do with lifestyle. So those were the two people that I think that we really looked up to and look up till date.
And for me, I think the international travels, and with LSE being such a known brand internationally, I think somewhere we felt that India was not promoting stainless steel in the way it should be, and that's how I got into this business, and I started the brand Art Denox, to upmarket the use of stainless steel and to make it more chic and more presentable to the Indian consumers.
Was there ever a point you felt like giving up? Because I mean, there must have been stores I know there were stores you've opened and you've had to close, and you were saying that there are some stores that perhaps haven't produced as well. Was there ever a time where you just thought, I don't want to do this anymore?
Not for us, never, no.
Well, I won't say I wanted to give up, but there were times when I had to let go, I would say, because it was a very difficult time financially for me, and I didn't have the support I needed to grow my company. So in the core of my heart, I knew I had not failed, but I didn't have the support at that time. So I feel that I didn't let go, but yes, there were challenging times, and I definitely had to reconsider and relook at a lot of things.
Any financial mistakes that you have made over the way?
I think when you're doing a business, any business, I think there are financial mistakes that you do make. I think what keeps one going is the whole concept of never giving up and being able to say that, okay, this has happened and what have you learned from it, and then to keep on. And I think if you love what you do, like in our case, we love what we do. It was never about the money. It wasn't about anything. It was just about getting beautiful product out there. And I think that when that's your kind of vision, or that's what you dream every day.
So should a creative person work with a business person? Should they start by themselves? I mean, what would you say when you're someone first starting out who wants to start a made in India label?
I think if you can get a team going with you, then it's like because you can never work in isolation. You can work in isolation, but I think two minds are always better than one. When you have issues, also if you have a mentor in the business, so say you don't really have a business partner, but if you have a mentor, everybody needs a mentor. So I think that, if you really want to go into a business, you need some support systems, and if you're smart, then you work on getting those support systems, whether inside or outside.
And are you challenged by international brands coming in?
Not really. I mean, I think the more the competition, the more it gives an industry an opportunity to improve and grow and do better. So I've never, I mean, although in India you don't have many brands which do products in stainless steel, but I feel that if they were, it would be a little bit difficult, but it would at least give you this ability or the desire to work harder and do better. So I don't think we should fear competition.
And any words of advice for younger designers out there? I'm sure they want to learn, since you're probably the people they look up to. You're now their mentors.
I think just never to give up and really believe in yourself and believe in your product. I think that's really, and every time you're down and out, to kind of look at it as a learning and then, you know, keep inching forward. You have to have perseverance, and that's what I would say and we would say as a company.
I agree absolutely with what Suparna has just said. And I feel that, I mean, another advice besides being very sure of what you want to do and you have the faith and the passion in what you do, it's important to have your roadmap planned with someone like a mentor. Don't start, I mean, this is what I did. I didn't start with any roadmap. I didn't have any mentor. I just took it as a challenge. And I felt that if I had someone to guide me when I started my work, maybe the mistakes I made down the road, I wouldn't have had those mistakes. So today there are a lot of opportunities available to a young designer to get support systems and to understand how to build a brand or to work. So I think don't take huge steps initially, take baby steps, learn from the mistakes. You will do mistakes, it's never that you won't be making mistakes. So I think learn from them and have faith in what you do and move forward. So it's very important to plan yourself out. Things may not fall the way you've planned it, but then change yourself also on the way. So it's very important to amalgamate everything so that you deliver what you really want.
Thank you both for your words of advice. I think that these two women are great examples and great mentors themselves, and it's nice to know that women who are such successes still look up to their mentors. For more words of advice, you can keep following us on Instagram and on Twitter at India Design ID.